One UI 8 is almost final. We have got in front of us a near final build of One UI 8 running on the S25 Ultra. And there's some new things to talk about. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. And excitingly, there was an update that we got, not everyone has it yet, to One UI 8 on the S25 Ultra. And with it, it has brought some near final version features that have always been here in this tips section, but now they actually work. So look, they haven't shown us a lot in terms of what's new. They kind of hide a lot of the really big stuff like the gallery icons and quick share, but there is some stuff that is new now that we think is worth showing you. There's get recommended wallpaper from your own images, awesome, and a lock screen that fits your photos, which I also love. And they've brought back a feature from the Now brief that was in a very early build before the beta even started. Let's go through and show you what they are. Starting with the recommended wallpaper from your own images. So to show you how this, I guess, works is when you go to select a wallpaper, there's now going to be a section called Suggested, and it will actually pull photos from your gallery and show you them and say these should be your wallpaper. Show you how it works. So you pinch out, go to Wallpaper and Style, and then go to Change Wallpapers. And then this part here where it says Gallery, what's going to appear in there is Suggested Images. So these are the ones that it thinks you should choose from your own photos. So if I click on them, it's already applied it in the sort of ratio that it needs to be. So if it's going to be something like the dog, for example, or a rainbow or a blue sky, night sky, it selects it. Now let's just pick this one of this dog here called Jonah. Very, very cute. Take it away from the home screen and just make it the lock screen for now. This takes us to the next part of what Samsung have added, and that's making the lock screen and the clock work in with the wallpaper. So I want to make it the best it can be. So I'm going to go into Effect because I want to add a bit of an effect on the background to sort of make the dog stand out. So you can swipe along here and you can sort of add in different effects and it sort of tells you what they are. There's like a custom background color, a dark background, an ink drawing. I really like this pastel one, and I also like the oil painting, but I think I'm going to stick with the pastel background. So I'm going to hit apply for that. What you'll notice too is that the clock has shaped itself around the dog's head because it's aware of where it is on the screen. So if I change this space, you can see if I sort of drag it out, it moves itself to be in line of sort of where the dog is. Now, when I hit done on that, and then I lock that in, this will then work in with always on display. So I'll lock the screen and you can see it's always on display. It's got the cutout with the background removed and just the dog there. And then when I double press, it forms itself with an animation fluidly around the dog. I really like that sort of detail. It's very iOS-like, and we may have already seen something similar to iOS 26, which isn't even out yet. So again, I guess you could say this isn't out yet either. Either Samsung saw that and moved incredibly fast to bring it to their lock screen, or they had it planned originally, saw that Apple have done it, and then again, brought it out very quickly. But I like that it ties in with this background being removed as well, because that kind of helps everything stand out. And then you click on it and it sort of brings it down to that. It's just very fluid, very nice. And the animation snaps back as well. It's, in my opinion, the best always on display in the game by a country mile. And then I guess we can segue into the next thing from the lock screen as well. That's the Now brief. So if I tap on the Now brief here, it sort of brings everything up for you and you sort of go through and see what's there, and love that there's now better recommendations. Like I listened to this on repeat the other day and now it's here telling me to listen to it. Big good Charlotte fan. But you'll see in the top right corner here, there is this icon that sort of looks like sound, and that's because it is. Samsung have brought back reading the highlights of the Now brief aloud to you. Let's show you how it works. Crank the volume, press the button.
Weekend afternoon. Hope you're having a great weekend. It's currently 19 degrees Celsius in Surfers Paradise with a hot.
Just pause it there. You can see when it was playing, it had like a little animation ring around the item that was playing as well. It's a nice detail.
It's currently 19 degrees Celsius in Surfers Paradise with a high of 21 and a low of 14 degrees. Spotify has a playlist recommendation for you. Check out Rejects.
I will.
Your sleep environment report is ready. The humidity in Daniel and Petta's room at 11 p.m. minus 7 a.m. last night was 61.0 minus 60.0%, which is over 60.0%. Your energy score for today is 75. Your time doing moderate to vigorous intensity.
Obviously, it needs a bit of work reading because it does it very literally minus 62 instead of obviously that's 61 to 62%. We all understand that. But it's just an extra option now. And I actually did use this morning when I was brushing my teeth. I sat it down next to me, pressed play, and I let it read it aloud to me. It definitely has a place, and I'm glad that they've brought it back in what seems like the final version. The other part of the Now Brief that is new is in the settings here. When we unlock it and we go to content to include, there is parking spot reminders. This wasn't here before. So I guess what this point is that when you are parking somewhere, like at a shopping center or if you're going out to a restaurant and you park in the street, it'll store that location and then you can check your Now Brief to see where it was parked. So it just seems like Samsung are going to slowly add in Now Brief features. Oh, there's an account that it'll actually pick up on now. No, that's not the account that I want it to use, actually. It's this one. So there's YouTube now actually has an account. Maybe the recommendations for YouTube are going to actually be custom and personalized now, not just... Yep, they are. Okay, so it's not even YouTube Shorts now, it's just full on YouTube. So that's different as well. So parking spot reminders, a new YouTube recommendation that isn't Shorts, although it does look like there's some short form content in there, but it's actually people that I follow and subscribe to that it's now recommending. So happy days. So look, we're not far away from One UI 8 being real past the beta phase. This proves it. This shows that we are at least close there. Obviously, when Unpacked happens and the new One UI 8 officially launches with the new phones, we'll be able to see a little bit more about what One UI 8 is about. But this gives us a pretty close look at it. So I'm very excited to see what is coming next. Next week, we have a full video dropping on all the changes to One UI 8, including the ones that you've seen today. So make sure you hit subscribe to see that. And we've got the Fold Special Edition coming up as well to look at One UI 8 on that, including some of the things that it doesn't have. So hit subscribe for that too. Otherwise, see you guys next time. Thanks.